Yeah. Girl, what? This is so frustrating. What is wrong? I'm trying to complete a sentence and I cannot complete a sentence without forgetting where my words are. Like, I feel like a part of my brain is just not working. You know who else gets it? Girl, you know, I was doing my coaching calls again, right? And I had a coaching call yesterday. And I'm like, I'm in my bag, like, okay, yeah. I'm like, yeah. And then halfway through, I go to repeat something to her, and I had to ask her, what did I just say? And I'm like, that is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it is mommy brain. I'm telling you, it is a real thing. It is so real. It is so real. It's frustrating. I cannot find my words. It is. About 1 page per day, you know, and then just doodle and write and just put it on paper. Because, yeah, I think you do very well once you get it all out and you're able to see it and then... notebooks. Yeah, so this is going to be hard to write in. I need something that's a little bit bigger, like this is going to be hard to write in. Hey y'all, I'm here. I decided to do vlogmas, but I'm doing it my way. Yeah, the clip that I had right before this was yesterday. What's today? Saturday? It was Friday. And I woke up and I was like tired, but I still had this weird urge to like get on my Zoom. And I called one of my girls, Crystal, who's like, she's my girlfriend, but she's also like a business partner. So when my creative juices need to flow, I call her. So we were on the phone just kind of like, you know, talking things through creatively. And I kind of somewhat got in a groove of what I'm going to be doing the rest of this month as far as like short form content and long form content. But speaking of long form content, these vlogs for Vlogmas, I cannot guarantee that it's going to be like long. We're gonna go with the flow. Okay, when you're unsure, you just go with the flow. Okay, because I got a lot going on. Okay, I'm trying to be on my Zoom, I'm trying to be in my soft life, and I'm creating a human being. Okay, so we're gonna just see how I feel. But anyway, obviously my backdrop is different. I'm in my mom's office right now. My mom lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and for those of you who been keeping up, you know that I used to live out here. Like, I left New Orleans in 2017, moved here with my mom for about, I think maybe for a few months. And then I got my own place downtown Phoenix, and I actually that's when I was still working in corporate. I worked in corporate at like still in wellness and mental health. And I worked downtown Phoenix, and I had like the most vibey loft downtown Phoenix, okay? When I tell y'all my loft was vibey, okay? Like, I wish I could find some pictures. I'm gonna try and dig for it and maybe post it on Insta, but y'all, it was so vibey. And then I probably spent like 4 years in Arizona. And then I love it because it was truly like, this was truly the place where I began again. You know, when people say they want a fresh start, they want to, you know, I can't find my words, y'all. So if just know, when I blank, it's my pregnancy brain. Pregnancy brain is a real thing. And that's just on period, okay? But I'm gonna get my brain back one day. Anyways, when people say that they want a fresh start, this place here in Phoenix was literally the perfect place for a fresh start. And it was, one, because it was so far away from home. So I wasn't going to city that was just so easy to get back home to. I literally would have had to take a 3-hour flight back to New Orleans if I wanted to go back home. So that, and then number two, I didn't know anybody here but my parents. So my parents are the only people who live here. My parents relocated here a few years after Hurricane Katrina, and they had 2 homes for a while, but then they ended up selling their home in New Orleans after I graduated college, and then they moved here permanently. So I only had them, so I didn't have a homegirl to go pull up to. I didn't have, you know, a boo. And I literally had nobody here. I had no social life. So when I was living here, I actually ended up, this is so funny how I'm starting this off with like background on my living what? I don't know, y'all. But anyway, but I think this is really good to know about me, like get to know me, okay? And yeah, like when I left New Orleans, I left because I was working a job at a hospital. I worked for Actioner Healthcare Systems, and I was working in mental health in an inpatient facility, and it was just so dark. It was so heavy. It was so, what's the word? It was just so dark, and I witnessed things that people don't witness in a lifetime within like 3 or 4 years just working there. And I was burnt out. I was fatigued. I was actually like back and forth on a heart monitor because my stress levels were so high. And it just got really, really bad. Like my work-life balance was non-existent. I was coming home, just taking it out on friends, family, relationships. I was not in a good place, and I felt it, and I literally hit rock bottom. And so my mom was like, why don't you come to Arizona? And I'm like, okay, say less. And then I get here and it's totally different. Like y'all know, I'm a city girl. I'm straight up and down New Orleans, okay? When I got here, there's mountains, there's trees, there's hikes for fun. And I'm just sitting here like, all right, I'm really out of my comfort zone. So that's what really pushed me to really grow into the person I am today. And that's when my brand actually was birthed, me being here in Arizona. So being here is a really special place for me. I come here to, one, obviously visit my parents, but two, to get back into a grounded place. This place, this energy is just very grounding. It's so hard to not feel calm when you're here. And instead of me like, you know, having somewhere to just land, like a friend's house and going out and going to happy hour and going shopping, I didn't have that option. So I was signing up for meetups, meeting up with girls that I did not know, taking up hobbies that I would typically not have interest in, which I met one of my really good friends till this day. Her name is Asia. She actually moved, her and her fiance at the time moved here from Florida, and we became really close meeting at one of the meetups. And so she was my first friend here. And then after Asia, her and I just were doing like she really got me out of my comfort zone. Like Asia had me hiking, and I do not hike. Asia had me we went to Antelope Canyon, which was so beautiful. I'm gonna try to plug in some pictures here if I can find them. And she had me like in my wilderness era, okay? Sedona, Arizona, if you have heard of it, is probably like maybe an hour or two from where my mom lives. So that was like a every other weekend trip. We would do Sedona all the time. It is such a spiritual place. It's so beautiful. It's so calming, so relaxing. It's literally like a wellness retreat every time you go. And so me and Asia were doing our, you know, wilderness, outside, you know, earthy thing. And after her, I ended up just like taking more yoga classes. I fell into yoga, and that was the one thing I did on the weekends when I really needed an outlet. I went to yoga. And for those of you who don't know this about me, I'm actually certified to teach yoga, but I don't care to. Just another accomplishment for me. So I did that. And what else? yeah, so I was just like really pushing myself out of my comfort zone the whole time I was here. And then I met my second friend here. Her name is Capri. We are like this till this day. And her and I, when I met Capri, her and I were just really like very similar but different. And she just reminded me of the homegirl, okay? So, when we actually, the loft that I was living in, she was working at the leasing office, and her and I met at the leasing office. And she showed me the loft, and I don't know, like, you know, sometimes you just take to people. Like, she had my same kind of energy and vibe. And then she told me she was from the South. Like, she was living in Houston, Texas before this. I was like, okay, yeah, we on the same kind of time. So, so we ended up like clicking like that. We had our first lunch date, I think that following weekend at True Food. And y'all, we got to True Food, and it was one of those lunches, like girl lunches, where we literally sat there and talked for about an hour and a half before we even ordered our food. Like, that's how solid the conversation was. Until this day, we are still solid. So I love Asia. I love Capri just for being that foundation that I needed. And just, it's so crazy how God orchestrates people and plugs people into your life. And because the way that I need them now is not how I needed them then. And they're pieces to a puzzle that just fit perfectly. And I wouldn't have been able to be who I am and thrive how I'm thriving without those pieces. So that's why I always say, like, when I'm stressing about how is this gonna work, who's coming, who's leaving, what friends am I losing, what friends am I gaining, relationships, it makes literally zero sense to get upset and worry and try to control what's happening in your life, because everything is happening as it's supposed to happen. And I know that sounds so cliche, but everything is always happening the way that it's supposed to happen. And there's nothing you can do to stop that from happening. So yeah, I say all that to say I'm back in Phoenix, Arizona. And today, I'm probably just going to, my mom has to work, so her and I are not going to hang out. I'm probably going to sit here and wrap up some stuff that I'm doing for short form content. And then I'm going to get myself together and probably link up with Capri. So you'll get to meet Capri. I kind of high key want to get a new journal or notebook. It's so crazy because whenever I'm like planning and like working and getting on my Zoom, I really want to be motivated, y'all, to write in my iPad digitally. But for some reason, I'm not that digital person to just write notes, because I can't just write. Like, what did I just do? I can, but like if I mess up something, like if I mess it up, I have to go back and like erase it and tap. And I just want to write. I think I've just had to accept that I am an old school pen and paper kind of girl, okay? My mom ended up finding these two journals for me yesterday because she's a journal hoarder. Don't tell her I told you that. But she hoards, like she goes to the store and buys journals and put them in a box, and she doesn't even use them. But not too much of my mama, okay? This one just says notes. Just has lined paper. And then this one is cute or whatever. I mean, it's not my vibe, but it does break down your projects, like projects and things that you need to do. I don't know how I'm feeling about these, so I might just go to Target and get some new ones or a new one. And there's this cute crop sweater I want to get to that I saw one of the other influencers that I really love. She posted a video of this crop. It's so funny, the power of influencing, y'all, because I was in Target not too long before I saw her video, and I saw that same crop jacket, and it's the Sherpa, like I think they call it Sherpa crop jacket, that's like brown and like furry. And I saw it in Target, and I looked and I was like, that's kind of cute. Like, it caught my eye, and then I was like, no, I'll pass. And then I literally see this same crop sweater on her. And I was like, oh my God, I need that. So I wonder, like, is that how y'all feel about me when I post stuff and I wear stuff? Like, I don't know. Like, the influence is just really real. So shout out to the influencing world. But anywho, I'm about to go ahead and get my life together before I leave. And then I'll probably upload this tomorrow as like vlogmas #1. I'm also gonna try and convince my mama to take the Christmas tree out of the garage, and because she, like, every year she usually puts up her tree and like some stockings and like lights, and we have like ornaments. I don't know, I kind of feel like getting in the Christmas spirit. And the reason why y'all really haven't seen too much like Christmas decor from me is because I don't really believe in decorating my apartment or my living area when it's just me. Like, maybe when baby gets here, I might be in the era of doing that, but I like what I like and how I like it. And I don't want to bring in all the glitter and colors, and I don't know, it just, it's just not me. It's just not me. Like, the most I'll do is get like the holiday candles, the cinnamon, and but that's it. That's literally it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to convince her because it's gonna be in her house, but I still love the festivities. Like, I want to make cookies. So let's just see. Let's see. I don't know if that will be in this vlog, but it might be in the next vlog. I guess I'll give y'all a little tour or whatever. So this is my mom's office. I mean, isn't my mom so cute? We definitely have very similar taste, but similar but different. And let me just tell y'all right now, so when I moved, I gave my mom this plant right here. This is my pothos. This was my first plant I ever bought here as a part of my healing journey when I was living here. And that pothos was probably up to right here, maybe. And since she's had it, it's grown here, and then she cut it and she propagate, I don't know. And then she's now growing a whole new one. So shout out to mama for taking care of the plants, okay? But yeah, this is her office. It's just so serene and so pretty. Her books. Let's see what kind of books. My mom has a lot of like prayer warrior books, meditation, Maya Angelou. I was looking at this one last night. I really like this one, this self-meditation. It's tips, quotes, reminders, and wake-up calls for peace and serenity. And I'll show you one page, like, for example. So, come on, open up. So it'll tell you to like say this in meditation. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. I am aware of the hair on the top of my head. I smile to the hair on my head. I am aware of the soles on my feet. I smile to the soles of my feet. I dwell in the present moment. I am aware that this is the only moment in which I am alive. And I love that. And it talks about, y'all, I'm out of breath. That's that. Preparation meditation, preparation meditation. Sit, arrange your legs, lengthen your spine, just basically how to sit. And then they tell you step by step, like how to get through this meditation, which I really love this book. I might actually get one for myself, but go ahead and screenshot it if y'all want it. But anyway, that's on that. My mom and I both bought this candle, Apothecary. I don't know. This candle is like a charcoal candle. Y'all, this one smells so good. They have the like really big oversized one that I got in my last place I was living. And I went through that like super quick. But anywho, with the Eckhart Tolle. My mom has some really beautiful artwork. One thing about it, like her home has like a bunch of beautiful, beautiful artwork and like pieces. Like, just get into it. And then this is her desk area right here. More plants. Chair. And a nice little treadmill if you want to get your walk on, okay? And you don't want to step outside because, baby, one thing about it, Arizona gets hot. In summertime, you do not want to be found outside, okay? Are you gonna take the Christmas tree down? No?
Well, you can go stop by one.
I was just wondering if you were gonna do Christmas in here.
Because you'll be here to help me take it down and put it up, but you won't be here to help me put it away.
Okay.
And I'm working all day on Christmas.
Say less. Alright, so I have on one of my blocky, if I'm saying it right, blocky tights in green. And I just have on like a little sports bra. And I went into my mom's closet and I got this cardigan, which is very cute. And this is what we look like today, okay? All right, let's go. So I made it with Capri. She just came and got me, y'all. And Capri is who I was telling y'all about earlier. I'm gonna show y'all her when she parked. But Capri is also like all those amazing things that I was talking to y'all about, but she's also never on time. And that's just a truth. Like sometimes we gotta accept our truth, but she's just never on time, and that's just that, okay? Me and baby are hungry. I skipped lunch because we were supposed to be going to lunch, right? I told y'all we're going to lunch. We're going out to eat, right? And y'all, it is 5:20 p.m. Okay? Tell the people, please.
I don't have anything to say for myself. I'm not proud right now. I can't believe that you.
And then I'm like, I get in the car and I'm like, I need you to speed. She's like, oh, we gotta go pick up her son. I gotta pick up my son and bring him home. Can we just go to Chick-fil-A? Can we just go to Chick-fil-A? All right. I'll tap back in with y'all when I get some food, y'all. I can't think. Okay, bye.
$3.99. Yeah. Oh, $3.79. Okay. The medium's fine. Thank you. Guarded, maternal, you know what I mean? All these different forces coming together.
I think it's my brain.
Yeah, definitely. Your brain definitely changes. So you might actually be experiencing that.
Because I will say that I'm very calm these days, but I'm looking for an opportunity to remind, reflect, and educate people.
She said large. That's a medium or large?
Girl.
That's a medium?
Oh, damn
That
it.
don't even look like a medium. Oh, see.
It looks like a small.
I was expecting a big
Y'all,
size.
I don't eat Burger King. I do not eat Burger King, but we got a couple of stops and I needed some French fries. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and y'all, Burger King charge for sauces. Ain't that crazy? I'm gonna go ahead and eat my fries and my barbecue sauce to hold me over.
until dinner. Bye. What I had last time was not good. I had the lasagna.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I just was like, it was.
You didn't?
I think I don't know if I felt different. I think the two.
On me, girl. Okay, where's my phone? No, we sat over there with cousins.
No, the first time that we ever
Right here? Yeah. Really? Okay, thank you. So, okay, so let's figure this out because I really want this split up burger. We're here and we just ordered, literally we ordered so much food, y'all. It is really embarrassing. No, it's not embarrassing. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can, I think you're gonna eat more of this than I am. Okay. All right, so we just got our appetizers and I ordered 2 entrees, Capri ordered 2 entrees, and what's so funny is the story I was telling y'all earlier about how we met here for our first date, we're literally sitting in the same spot. She's in a moment right now. But we're literally sitting in the same spot. Same spot that we were how many years ago? 6 years ago. 17. Yeah, 2017. Yeah. And that's on friendship, period. And I'm about to eat my pizza, okay? And I'm gonna eat my pizza. Let me show y'all real quick. Get into it. Oh, yes. Get into it. Beans. Capri got the cauliflower. Get into it, okay? And don't worry about what I got for my entree because I got several different things. Hey y'all. It's the next day. And we had a really great time at dinner that I just didn't want to pull out my camera. It was just one of those moments, and I don't want to be that awkward influencer friend that just keeps pulling out the camera. But anyway, it's Sunday and I just actually finished my leftovers because I ordered 2 whole entrees plus an appetizer plus dessert yesterday. But I only ate 1 entree. So I ate the second one today, and it was the True Food turkey burger, which was so good. They have a new one. They have their normal like avocado crema burger, but they just added a green chili one, and that's the one I had, and it was so fire. But anyway, what am I doing? I woke up this morning, recorded day 3 of 30 days of self-care. For those of you who are following me on short form, you've been seeing it. I hope that you're enjoying it. And for those of you who are not already following me on short form, it's the same handle, the Wealthy Brand on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram is more of like my home base, but I'm trying to, what's the word? I'm trying to give a little bit more. I'm trying to give TikTok a little extra TLC. But yeah, what am I doing now? I am about to start editing this vlog because at this point, I know I said I was doing vlogmas, but I wasn't sure the frequency. But y'all, I'm just putting a vlog out. Call it what you want. I'm just not that kind of person that is that structured to the point where I have to be like vlogmas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this date, that date, that day. Like, y'all about to get what I what I put out. I can't, my brain, first of all, my brain is not functioning that way right now, and I'm not going to force it to function that way. So we're gonna do what we're gonna make it do what it do. Okay. But I did really love the video I made this morning, and the video I made this morning was day 3. And by the way, if y'all are watching on Instagram, I did switch it up because I can. It started off as 30 days of morning routines during the holiday season. Now it's just 30 days of self-care. I switched it because I can, but I also switched it up because I just feel like my true purpose is talking about caring and loving ourselves, no matter what it looks like, whether it's in the morning, evening, at night. And a couple of things that I'm experiencing, that I'm going through, is I don't want to just limit what I have to say and share with you all with just the morning time. So I switched it because it's my platform and I can, period. So if you saw morning routine yesterday and then today you saw self-care, mind your business. Okay. But yeah, I really did love that video. And today was about self-care even when it hurts. And we've all been there. And maybe you're there right now. But when we are going through the thick of it, and when I say thick of it, like when we're going through the thick of an emotion, whether it be disappointment from someone or something, heartbreak, frustration, chaos, confusion, we all experience that. And so I don't know about you, but I feel like I have found myself before, and sometimes till this day, navigating through those tough emotions and refusing to do the things that feel good. Like I'll cut myself off from having a self-care day, from taking the extra step to feel good and to do something that nourishes my mind or my body or my soul. And it's a resistance. And when I really think deeply about it, it's usually because whatever that thing is that we are trying to cope with, or that we're experiencing, the weight of it is just so heavy. And if you're anything like me, I tend to I try to have so much control over situations, including how I feel. And if you are a control person like me, which I'm a recovering control person, I'm working on it, you want to be able to control it. So for example, if I feel disappointed by something or someone, and I'm really going through the thick of it, and the thought of me going for a walk and playing some relaxing music sounds good. I know it's good for me, but I don't want to do it because I'm mad. I'm big mad. Like, you ever just be big mad about something and you're just like, no, I don't want to take care of myself because I'm big mad? That is what I'm talking about. And that is something that we have to really work through. We have to push through, because no matter what type of day we're having, whether it be a hard day, a sad day, a happy day, an easy day, one thing always remains the same, and that is we are always worthy of being cared for and being nourished. So that's something that I'm working on, that I want to invite you to work on too, is that no matter, like, that is my goal, from now through the rest of the next couple of years, but I'm really focusing on it right now, is that no matter what I'm feeling, no matter what I'm going through, no matter who I'm upset with, no matter who hurt me, who disappointed me, I'm not going to abandon myself because someone else or something else has abandoned me or disappointed me. So a great question to ask yourself is, why would I disappoint myself when I'm already feeling disappointed, right? If someone has already hurt me, why would I double back and hurt myself intentionally? Because we have a choice, and that's what I mean by intentionally. We have a choice. We have a choice of whether or not we choose to go for that walk, listen to relaxing music, write a journal entry, take a nap, draw up a bubble bath, take a long shower, take our time with skincare and hygiene, and do an everything shower. read a book, go open up the Bible, read a couple of verses. Like, that's something that I am working through consciously, and I want to invite you to as well. And I know that at the end of the year is the time where we are working on bettering ourselves and, you know, becoming the best version of ourselves. And that's something that I want you to try to include, because no one's exempt from this. Everybody faces heartache. I don't care how much of a bat you think you are. Everyone experiences trials, pain, disappointment, hurt, sadness. We all do, regardless of the category, we all experience it. If I'm speaking to those who do find it difficult, if you are navigating through a very, very, very heavy, thick emotion, how can you do both? How can you show up in both spaces? And how can both things be true? Because both things can be true. I can be devastated by a situation that I'm experiencing right now and also feel excited about going for a walk in the next 10 minutes to clear my mind and listen to relaxing music. I can feel heartbroken by a circumstance in my life, and I can still go intentionally draw a warm bath and put some Epsom salt in it and soak my body and moisturize it with my favorite creams. Okay, I can do that. I can do both. And I think sometimes we might subconsciously feel like, and because I'm going through this big thing or this big emotion, I'm not going to make myself feel good, because if I do, it's going to take away from what has been done to me. It's going to take away from that feeling. No, it's not going to take away from anything. If anything, it's going to add to your healing process. It's going to add to you getting through this thing. And it's all about letting go too, you know. Control is an illusion, and as a recovering control addict, I am really, really noticing that the more I get through challenges, is that control is an illusion. And even when something doesn't feel good, we want it to go away so bad, or we want to fix it. We want to change it. We want to change that person. We want to get down to the bottom of it, when really we have no control over it whatsoever. But the one thing we do have control over is how we respond, is how we move forward, is how we actually spend our time in this right now moment while we're navigating this. We can make things worse for ourselves, or we can make this uncomfortable moment a little bit more enjoyable. And if you ask me, I deserve it. You deserve it. We all deserve it. So why not? It's possible. It may not feel like it, but it is possible. So that's my spill on that. And that was my self-care reel this morning, was basically having the audacity to feel good even when it hurts. And that's something I want you to think about as you step away from this vlog today, is like, how can you still choose to have the audacity to do the things that feel good, even when everything around you feels like nothing makes sense. Like, even when everything around you is saying not to feel good, we have to have the audacity. And I'm excited for my journey, for your journey throughout the rest of this year. So that is my spill on that. I'm about to go ahead and finish editing not today's vlog, but this current vlog. And hopefully I can get this out ASAP. Mom is not up for putting up Christmas decorations this year, because she said that she won't have me here to help her put everything away, which I totally get that. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe tomorrow go and get like some desserts and pick up some like poinsettias and just kind of like, I don't know, doing a little something cozy. Some hot chocolates and tea. I don't know, we'll see. I'm talking, but I may not do anything. And I'm actually going back home in a couple of days, so I'll be traveling too this week. And I have some upcoming campaigns that I'm working on, so I will be doing that. But to the rest of today, it's just me editing, so super chill day. That's about it, y'all. Bye.